Hey guys, happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. I hope you're all having a good 4th of July weekend. I am getting ready to head to the beach shortly. I just wanted to talk about one more thing. Trump's inability to handle the COVID-19 virus and his continued misinformation. And also, some Republicans have just had enough. All right, so yesterday when he got back to the White House, Trump talked about this. This particularly disturbed me. Again, he's talking about how this whole thing is going to disappear, and doesn't talk about wearing a mask. Look, we can all come together and make this go away. I want to see America get strong again. I want to see everybody working again. It does not benefit me to see this country not working. This is what he said, though. He said that 99% of COVID cases are harmless. That's word for word. That's what he said. Look, I tried to find the mortality rate on COVID-19, and I've discovered that getting the exact mortality rate is a very difficult thing. There's 3 different kinds of mortality rates. I won't get into all of it, but here's the facts. 2.8 million Americans, give or take, this is probably yesterday, probably closer to 2.9. 2.9 million Americans have been infected with the COVID-19 virus, all right? I believe we're up to about 140,000 have died. If you divide 140,000 into 2.9 million, I think it comes out to about 20 times. It's 1 in 20. In other words, that would be a 5% mortality rate. Come on, we all know. To say that, again, he's not doing anybody any favors by saying that 99% of cases are harmless. Look at this. Look at what happened in Tuscaloosa with these kids. I didn't even think this was true. That's why I didn't talk about it for quite a few days. When I'm unsure of a story, I do not talk about it. That these kids that were infected went to a party betting on who would get infected with COVID-19. An unbelievable story. But these are the kind of things that will happen if you have people like Trump going around saying, don't worry about it, it's nothing, it's like the common flu, which he has said before also. If you look at anybody's description, if you listen to anyone talk that has had COVID-19 and hasn't died, and has lived and gotten back to health, and you hear them describe the nightmare that this goes on for weeks, that it feels like there's cement blocks on their chest, they can't breathe, a tightening of their chest. To downplay this virus is doing a huge disservice to the whole country. For him to come out and say that 99% of the cases are harmless is almost as bad as him denying, wearing masks and social distancing. Again, it's doing the exact wrong thing. Yesterday, the cases, the new infections, I believe, were 45,000, which was still extremely high, higher than it ever was back in April, March, February. But then again, a lot of states and counties did not count yesterday because of the 4th of July holiday. And so it was still extremely high, even with those states and counties not even adding their numbers in. So, again, he's doing a huge disservice to this country. Not only is he turning a blind eye, and it just seems like he's throwing the white flag. Like I said in another video, at this point, it really seems like he just wants to plow through the dead bodies until there's a vaccine. And just, let the bodies fall where they may up until we get a vaccine. That seems to be his MO right now. Just push through it and So I saw something else that was particularly bothersome. Fox News and some Republicans and Trump saying again that Democrats want to see this virus win, that they love seeing these numbers go up. Look, I can only talk about myself here, but that's just not true. That's so far from the truth. of course, Democrats, liberals, we have families. We love our families. I have a lot of older members of my family that it would kill me. I would sooner die myself than to see them go through death by COVID-19. I have to earn a living. I make a living through art and I do some other work too. I do some graphic design, and I do other forms of art. And of course, my business goes down. I do not win with this virus. My family doesn't win, and I have to. Of course I help out my family too. It's a nightmare for everybody here to say that to paint the Democrats as people that want to see a pandemic succeed. And plus, it's making this whole thing political. That we want to see Trump fail so badly that we're willing to we want to see, we're cheering if half the country dies, or not half the country, but they're making this pandemic political when it shouldn't be. It's a dangerous thing to do when you start getting distracted, saying that, making the increased spread that's just happened over the past week, saying that Democrats are cheering it on. It's a dangerous thing to do. One interesting thing, I started reading that a lot of Republicans, there's groups of Republicans that have just had enough with Donald Trump. There's 3 groups that I was reading about: the Lincoln Project, Alumni 43. Republicans that voted for or worked for the previous President Bush, G.W. Bush, I think Alumni 43, I believe the group's name is, Lincoln Project, and Republican voters against Trump. Three solid groups that are actually talking about voting for Biden, actually talking about voting Democratic to get Trump out of there. True story. I don't have any links to post at the moment down below, but I will. There was one other group too that was previous security officials that worked for Trump that are now organizing against him because they're worried, and they've seen the malfeasance, the incompetence that is Trump, and they're concerned with good reason. Without a doubt, 4 more years of this would be the death of this country. So anyway, that's enough about that. You guys go out, have a good, safe Sunday on the last day of this 4th of July weekend. All right.